What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a bombshell Liverpool transfer news video, because the Daily Mail and Sky Sports and other media outlets, the Mirror newspaper and the Athletic, are reporting that Liverpool will consider selling Mohamed Salah this summer if a £50 million or even a higher offer comes in for Salah. And that comes because Liverpool have tried to negotiate a new contract with Salah for like 6 months now, and it's a stalemate. Salah wants around £400,000 per week and Liverpool are not offering him that contract. So Liverpool have two choices: either we let Salah run down his contract and we will basically give ourselves one more year with Mohamed Salah at the peak of his powers, and we can negotiate and try to persuade Salah to accept the contract offer by Liverpool for a whole year. But if Salah doesn't accept it, then we will lose him on a free transfer next summer, or Liverpool can make a £60 million transfer out of this scenario. But losing Mane and Salah in the same transfer window would be absolutely devastating for Liverpool's hopes. And also it also depends whether Liverpool can replace Salah with somebody like Serge Gnabry or Christopher Nkunku, two players who are of course on Liverpool's radar. I will make videos on both players in the coming days. So let me know guys, what would you do if you were in charge of Liverpool FC? What do you want Liverpool to do? Let me know in the comments below. I want to hear your honest opinions. And the Daily Mail is reporting that Salah is demanding £400,000 per week, otherwise he's not remaining at Liverpool. And Salah himself doesn't really want to leave. He said he will stay at Liverpool next season 100%, and then we will see what happens after that. But Mane already going out of the door. If Salah leaves as well, that basically could just gift Man City the Premier League title, because I don't see Liverpool, even if we sign Nkunku or Serge Gnabry, I don't see Liverpool keeping pace with Manchester City, having to integrate so many new forward players into the team. I mean, we will have Fabio Carvalho and Darwin Núñez already confirmed coming in. So if we have to implement or integrate another forward player, and we will only have Jota and Luis Diaz and Firmino to start the season, you know, in a settled team, it will be incredibly difficult for Liverpool. And if we fall too far behind Manchester City early on, if we are like 9 or 10 points behind after 2 months, then it will be very, very difficult to catch Manchester City. But Real Madrid want to sign Salah. Apparently they are keeping tabs on the situation. Let me know, if Real Madrid came in with a £60 million offer, would you consider selling Salah? I personally wouldn't. I would give Liverpool one more year to try and persuade Mo Salah to sign a new contract, or just come up with some kind of financial package to convince Salah to stay at Anfield. And basically we can do the same what Paris Saint-Germain did with Mbappe. Not the same, but similar. We can't offer him ludicrous wages like Paris Saint-Germain can offer Mbappe, but basically PSG rolled the dice last summer not selling Mbappe for 100 or 150 million. Something crazy bid came in from Real Madrid. Instead they let Mbappe run down his contract, and then in the last minute they persuaded him to sign a new contract. Could Liverpool do something similar to Salah? Yes, in theory, but I don't see Liverpool changing their wage structure just to accommodate Mo Salah. And let me know what they think about this. And if you enjoy these videos and if you enjoy the updates, leave a like and subscribe if you're new here so you never miss the latest Liverpool transfer news updates. And also, Liverpool could do something like give Salah a 10 million signing on bonus and give him just £300,000 per week, and the difference in the wages will be compensated by the signing on bonus. And that way the other players will not get too upset because Salah won't earn £400,000 per week. I mean, right now Virgil van Dijk is earning around £240,000 per week. He is the top earner at Liverpool alongside Mo Salah. I mean, if suddenly Salah is getting £400,000 per week, Virgil van Dijk and Alisson and Fabinho and Thiago and all the other crucial players to Liverpool, Jordan Henderson, they can all knock on the door and ask for like 300k weekly wages. Salah is irreplaceable in my opinion. No matter who Liverpool sign, if we sell Salah, I can't see Liverpool winning the title next season, because Salah contributed with 31 goals and also 16 assists in 31 games across all competitions last season. I mean, he won the Premier League Golden Boot and the Premier League Golden Playmaker Award, which is awarded to the top assist guy, top scorer and top assister in the Premier League last season. How do you replace a player like that? It's almost impossible, even if you sign Nkunku or Serge Gnabry, and yes, they can score 15, maybe 20 goals in the Premier League. But when they are in a settled team, they have to come into a new league, to a new style of play. And even if Jurgen Klopp is working wonders with those players, it will be incredibly difficult. They would need to hit the ground running. So do Liverpool sacrifice next season in order to sell Salah right now for 60 million and try and rebuild the front line? We are already doing that with the signings of Fabio Carvalho and Darwin Núñez, but it would be incredibly damaging and devastating to Liverpool's immediate hopes of silverware. And you can't deny it would be a huge blow if Liverpool lost Salah and Mane in the same transfer window. And yes, I understand that nobody is bigger than Liverpool, and Liverpool FC will go on, and Liverpool will win trophies, and they will be successful without Mo Salah. You can't be having one player holding the club to ransom. But consider this: Salah and Mane combined scored 54 goals last season. That's a hell of a lot of goals to lose if you sell both of those players. But you could also say, if you sell Salah for 60 million and we already sold Mane for 35, you are getting almost 100 million pounds for two players who are 30 years old and who only have both 1 year left on their contract. That would be great business on paper, but as I said, Salah is irreplaceable. So I'm a little bit torn on this. And as I said, it all depends on if Liverpool can find a replacement who can score 20 goals every season for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Otherwise, there is no point selling Salah. The big question is somebody available that Liverpool can afford if we sell Salah for 60 million? I think it would be only an option for Liverpool to sell Salah if we already did some groundwork and had a replacement lined up. Basically, that's what we did with Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane came to Liverpool and said, "I want to leave. Please consider the offer of Bayern Munich." And then Liverpool said, "Wait until we have a striker coming in. Wait until we have your replacement lined up. Then you can go." And Mane would be fine with that. I think Salah would be fine with that as well. Just a big question: would Liverpool be able to identify somebody quickly in 3 weeks, a month? Because remember, pre-season starts in a few weeks for Liverpool. The first friendly is on July the 12th, I think, which is 2 weeks from now, a little bit more than 2 weeks from now. So I think Liverpool would need to bring in somebody very quickly so they can have a full pre-season with the team and they can learn the new playing style, learn new tactics and everything, be acclimatized to the Liverpool style of play, so we can hit the ground running next season, because it's absolutely crucial. Man City with Haaland, and now they signed Calvin Phillips as well. They will hit the ground running next season, as they always do. So Liverpool will need to be on 100% right from the very, very first game week of the season. The big question is, who is leaking this to the press? Is it Salah's agent, or is it Liverpool themselves, or is it some rogue journalist who is writing just to stir up some you know what? It's going to be very interesting whether the top Liverpool journalists deny this and confirm this, and what their take is. At the moment we don't know, because this is just breaking news story. It has been popping up today on various news outlets, but you can say if it's Liverpool, then Liverpool basically have somebody already in mind to replace Salah with, because I absolutely don't see a scenario where Liverpool lets Salah go for 60 million and we don't bring in a world-class player who can hit the ground running right now, somebody who is even better than Darwin Núñez right now. And I think if there are a lot of articles saying that there is huge pressure on Darwin Núñez, but I think Darwin Núñez doesn't need to start right away. He doesn't need to handle all that huge pressure on his shoulders, because Jurgen Klopp will just ease him in gradually and slowly, something that we did with Andy Robertson, with Fabinho, and with a lot of other players. Not all of the players, because Alisson and Virgil van Dijk didn't need a lot of bedding in periods, because they were world class from the first day after they walked through the door at Liverpool. But I think if Liverpool would start the season with Jota up front, or maybe Jota on the right, or Firmino in the middle, and Luis Diaz on the left, and then we can ease in Darwin Núñez gradually. Something similar could be done with the Salah signing. So Salah, Jota and Luis Diaz up front for the first 2 months of the season, until Darwin Núñez is ready to start regularly in the Premier League. I think that could be an option. If we sell Salah, then we need a lot more pieces to be fitted in together. And it would be too much of an overhaul, in my opinion, in the first 2 months of the season for Liverpool to expect to really hit the ground running straight away. Unless we sign somebody like Nkunku, who would be an absolutely amazing signing. But I will make a detailed video on him alone as well, because that is worth a mention, especially now after there is a strong possibility that Liverpool could sell Salah for something like 60 million. And also this would be a very big wake-up call for clubs like Real Madrid, Barcelona, and maybe Paris Saint-Germain, who are looking to sign a superstar player. Especially Real Madrid, after missing out on Kylian Mbappe, they would need a superstar signing, an attacking signing, and also they only have one right-sided midfielder winger, and that is Rodrigo, who is an outright right winger. The other players are either playing through the middle or on the left wing. So Salah would definitely slot in at Real Madrid and start straight away. And Salah already said in interviews that he admires Real Madrid and Barcelona. He really admires La Liga as well, and he's open to playing for them in the future in his career. Some people are saying that Rafinha would be a good Salah replacement, but I don't think he's good enough. He played pretty well for Leeds United, but he's not a player who I would expect to score 20 goals. And we need somebody who can regularly score 20 goals every season at Liverpool, because Salah scored 30 goals or 25 goals on average every season. So we would need somebody to score similar amount of goals. But Akbol, who I don't really rate as a pundit, said, I think Rafinha would be a good player for Liverpool. His better football is on the right, and that position is taken up by Salah. Would they think Salah can go then? We can get 30, 40, 50, 60 million with a year left on his contract. I don't see any top team not looking to sign Rafinha. I rate him that highly. He would be perfect for Liverpool, but would Leeds want to sell him? Without him, they would have definitely gone down last season. They might not want to sell him, and will they try and make him too expensive for clubs to afford? I mean, a lot of clubs are looking at Rafinha. Barcelona definitely are looking at him, Arsenal, Chelsea. So there are clubs looking at Rafinha, but not Liverpool, in my opinion. And we don't really know what Salah wants for the last part of his career. And I think Salah will still play at the top level, even when he's 35, 36 years old. I see him similarly to Karim Benzema, Robert Lewandowski, Messi, Ronaldo. He's keeping him in top shape. He's very professional, and he will want to play football as long as he can. But what if Mo Salah wants to live in Madrid or Barcelona? What if he wants to live in London for the last part of his career? What if he wants a really big salary? That's what I think. When these top players are on the last year of their contracts, they see that big fat signing on bonus and a big fat salary at the end of their current deals. Why would he extend with Liverpool when he can get 400, 500,000 pounds per week plus a big 10 million signing bonus, signing for somebody else? Even if he goes to Chelsea or Real Madrid or Barcelona or Paris Saint-Germain, he would get an absolutely incredible salary, much bigger than what Liverpool are offering him right now. So that's the big dilemma, because players who run down their contracts, they got the full set of aces up their sleeves. And you look what Sergio Ramos and Donnarumma and Wijnaldum did. They all went to Paris Saint-Germain for huge amounts of money. And yes, they haven't won the Champions League, they haven't really been a massive success, but they are laughing all the way to the bank with the amount of money that they are earning. And maybe that's the main priority for Mo Salah for the next 3 or 4 years, to maximize his earning potential and his salary. And also, of course, he will want to play for a big club who can challenge for trophies and titles. But more every day I see less and less chance of Salah staying at Liverpool long term, because if he really loved Liverpool with all his heart, he wouldn't demand such a crazy salary which Liverpool can't afford. He would say, I'm signing on I'm signing on maybe £300,000 per week, and that's fine. As long as I'm at Liverpool, I'm happy. Maybe Salah wants a new challenge, wants a new change of scenery, just like Sadio Mane, I'm not sure. But it's a dangerous game, because look at Wijnaldum, he's now very unhappy on his way out of Paris Saint-Germain, and he thought the grass is greener at PSG. He tripled his salary at PSG, but I don't think he had a very, very happy year at Paris Saint-Germain. I don't think Salah would be a fail at any other club, but at Liverpool he could become one of the biggest legends talked about in 100 years in Liverpool's history. If Salah leaves right now, his legacy will be a little bit tarnished, and people won't talk about Mo Salah that much in 100 years. But if he stays another 4 years, and if he breaks all kinds of goal scoring records, then Salah will become one of the biggest legends in Liverpool Football Club. But maybe he doesn't think like a Liverpool fan, or he doesn't think in terms of a Liverpool legacy. He just wants to maybe live somewhere else, get a different challenge. We don't know, because Salah hasn't come out and categorically said what he wants to do. These are my thoughts on the situation. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Good night.